see if this is going in right now. Okay, so I was trying the Meld Studio and it was not working, and I forgot to click go live on OBS. I'm doing this YouTube on OBS and my Twitch and other things on our good Mel Studio, right? So let me know if you can see, say hello in the chat, and I would love to hear from you. Kick is going on. I can see the spammers are commenting there. Can you hear me? Say hello in the chat. I would love to hear from you. How it is? Can you see it well enough? How it is coming? So yeah, hello Vishal. Hello Vishal. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So finally, so it's working. So the one thing now we have to figure out how to select a certain stream, because there is no way to basically add, because in OBS you can select the stream and then just go live, but here on Meld Studio I did not find it. It just said go online. So I went online. It's streaming perfectly on all the platforms like Twitch and also Kick and even YouTube, but OBS was not able to. That's why I decided to try Meld, and Meld have all these features, and it's pre-built. It have vertical and horizontal layout pre-built in there, and its streaming is working. So I just need to test the Kick, how it is coming there. So if I just go to Kick dashboard, and I will see how it is coming. So seems like it's going on right now. So it might be a little bit delay, but it's going in, and I can see some people are spamming there. So yeah, so this is good. It is working. I'll see if this time we are able to go a long session in Kick. But before, yeah, it is like few seconds delay in there, but it's perfect. That's working. And also, let's see Twitch, how old thing it is. It's like really quick on Twitch also. Let's see how quick it is. So yeah, perfect. So yeah, so I think we are good. Yeah, so YouTube is a little bit delayed than the other thing, so which is good. It's totally fine. So let's just do the things. So here, I will load up the bootcampers in here, and let's start with the feedbacks. Okay, so I will load up the windows for, where is the, yes, and let me, okay, so let's do this. Okay, I'm missing the, for some reason it's missing the thing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mark it smaller. So yeah, hiccups, but on our good Meld Studio it's automatic, which is good. So let's just look at all the entries. So as you know, we have some older posts, and Rodrigo is, so let me poke Rodrigo, because Rodrigo was working on some good stuff. Okay. So here we have feedback, so people have put in there. So let's I will suggest Vikram, like how you do it basically. If I come to your, by, let's do by date posted, and you also working on detective's office. This is nice. Where is the detective office? It's supposed to be inside. Nope. Meanwhile, so where are you? Love it. So yeah, so we can like how I will show you how you can do it. Basically, when you click, I go to their thread, right? So if you want, you just copy from the link to the message, right? And then you basically post it in here. It will be much easier for me to look rather than now. See, I have to search pirate hideout and then maybe we will be able to pirate. Or we can search your, yeah, here it is. Okay, so this is the one, and pirate hideout is so I go to the thread. So imagine this is we want, so you copy the link. It's like copy link, and you come to the feedback request and just no, here, paste it here, and comment. So this is basically with how you want to do your, so with your query basically. So if you have a query, you can write it with that. Okay, so let's look at Milan's stuff. Milan continuing on polishing the stuff. It's good. Like there's some normal stuff in there. Like, are you going to try, Milan? Are you going to try the emissive lighting on this? So I'd love to see, like, if you have emissive, then you can control the emissive value in there in the shader, and then we can try it out. Yeah, which is good. Good. Nice, nice, nice. Awesomely awesome. Let's give shining heart. Love to see another one. Holes. Nice, which is good. And then let's Edward. Edward is doing awesome stuff also. Okay, let's look at. You can control Edward. Just control the fog. It's like too much right now. Just keep it at distance. So at least our main scene is not hazy. Yeah, like this is good. Ooh, crisp detail. Love it. I need this. Yes, everything is good. Like this, there's this crispness in this rock. So that what we have an amount of detail we need in all this. Basically, we need to see these lines and details in all the details. Basically, like this type of on our this rock or these rocks, even on the floor. Like see, you have a much more surface information here. Are using no added the main shrine as well as some other assets. The rock pillar fix the roof, adding variation the mass and decals. Unfortunately, I had to take the rock as a from fab. Yeah, that seems like it. And how to blend the asset with ground, like rocks ground, blending it seamlessly. To make the ropes cable sway. Does it have to do with PCG? I apologize, I won't be able to watch the stream. I will take any advice you give, watch the stream later. That's totally fine. One more question: how to add the dirt between stairs and blend it? Is it same using RVT? Replace the ground texture with something more fitting. Yeah, so yeah, it's actually like I got that from this screenshot because we are going for a little bit stylized thing, and this will have too much surface detail. So like even if you want to use this from thing, I would suggest to tone down the details in there, and if possible do the retexturing at least. You see, like I want you to go with this level of like borderlandish detail, like where we have sharp edges and crisp detail on the corners. So that will be wonderful. And also I can zoom in now. So like basically these are talking about the surface detail. We need to tone that down a bit because we don't have that much in here. And I see we have this edges detail, and but these don't have even shrine, these column don't have, it is not matching. Even the material, like this is different stone, this is different stone, we have to make them almost the same, right? So we can use the same tileable rock, and we can do this and this both, all of them can use same, and then we can use blending, what is blend basically, to add dirt and moss on top of it. I would suggest that will be like much better, because we have one stone, second stone, and then third stone and fourth stone, like all are different. If you use tileable texture same, then it will be better, then you will blend it, it will work basically, and then things will look linked to each other. And yeah, so this using this rock is fine, but it's too much detail. I would suggest to tone them up, sculpt them, remove some detail, make them calm, make them sharp, edges and everything. Then you place your asset on top of it, is totally fine. And we need to again do the texturing. And these are the garlands or flags. Are these flags or garlands? If it's flag, totally fine, we can make it similarly. No need to add thickness, but you can, you know, sway them also. It's just material work you can do, no need to do super PCG stuff. It's just like in material you can use noise and sine wave on offsetting this thing. You can just watch a tutorial online, no simulation or anything is needed. It's just like you need to wiggle them a little bit, that is totally fine with the shader work. Yeah, this is flag only. So like this you can make using PCG easily. So I suggest use the PCG. What do you need to do? You make a mesh of maybe 3 flag or 4 flags with each other, and then just you know, use the mesh spline simply. So you create a spline and you just put it, it will just work basically based on that. And even this rope and everything you can make it using that, but if you don't want to, it's totally fine to make a unique asset also. Even this floor, I will check your latest screenshot for floor and everything. This is the first one again, so let's look at this. Same I suggested for the wood, no? So what you can do, you can create a wood tileable material, and then you can use it throughout on a, even if you are making you know, unique meshes, you can use the same tileable textures as a base, and then on top of that you can add. And I feel there is this going in horizontal, it should go along the wood, maybe it's going, but I can see some lines, and like it should follow the length of wood basically, and rest of the thing have it. But I would say, like, if you want to make that consistent, use the same wood, and but just add colors later on. And the colors also you can control with simpler parameter like wood color parameter, which you can blend with things, and it will be totally fine. And when how to blend this thing, there you have two things: either you do vertex blending or you place decals. I will say RVT is possible if you have landscape. I don't know if it is possible with normal assets. Can we blend normal assets with each other? I don't know. Do we have to, maybe we have to create more virtual textures based on that. So I don't suggest that. Then you have to create more volumes, more virtual textures. It will be a lot more hassle. So I suggest use recommend you using this dirt material, one dirt material you have, use it everywhere. So you, for this blending this, you can manually model and, you know, lift up the mesh. It's like one area only, so you can do that much manual work. Okay, so you lift up the thing. You can do this in Unreal also. You subdivide it and then you sculpt a little bit of this to blend upright to the things, like here, like it's going up on there. Subdivide a more mesh is totally fine, and then you can manually, you know, model it and push it up and down also. And then you can use the same dirt material to blend. So some dirt you can blend in the base, and the one last option is a decal. But if you want to go with the RVT route, that is like super easy, but you have to use a landscape mesh here. Okay, and then you have to, you know, sculpt that on top to rise it, and the rest of the area you can just keep it lower basically. So it's good on that. And same for this. If you want this type of thing, this RVT will be much more crisp and easy to do this, because you can keep landscape, and on top of that you place your asset and it automatically takes the dirt blend and everything. But if you want to blend it like that, there are two things: you use vertex blend or use decals. Okay, so vertex blend is, I think, the much more easier option. And as I said before, like, this is look so blocky. As you have details here, put some low poly mesh here also. So like, either use a decimated version of your high poly as low poly, and that is totally fine. Okay, so if you're not sure, just send me the file. I can show you basically. And if you don't know how to do it in in the scene, I'll set it up. I'll maybe share the RVT shader. For that, let me know which version of Unreal you have. I will make the shader in the next session, and I will share you the thing. So what I would suggest is pick on what material you want to work on. So for this terrain, you can use grass, dirt, but the only thing is, this is not we have like stylized the scene. So we can either you can use the substance designer. So to quantize, there is a node called quantize, which reduce the number of colors and smudge the detail basically. So you can use that, or you can manually smudge the detail, like with blurring techniques basically. So you can reduce the number of details or number of color in there. Same for the sculpting, we have to do manually, but the texture, at least we can do that. And once we have everything there, like, we have blending technique, but if the assets don't have different type of details, like we saw in our screenshot, if it's going to be this rock and this rock, it's not gonna blend. Doesn't matter whichever you use. This is basically art differences will not work together really well. And also we have a lot more, like there's this stone and then this stone and the stair stone, all are looking different. So you use one pipeline, like take into ZBrush, decimate it, unwrap it, bake it, and use a smart material basically to get the edge highlight and everything. And also putting a base, a tileable stone texture, and then edge highlights, and basically curvature and AO, just put it there a little bit and then export it. And you don't even need normal map for this type of workflow, because many stylized scene don't use normal map. They just use AO to mimic that, and the lighting is like that. So yeah, so if you're doing it, you don't need normal map, you can just use AO and just use flat lighting. It's totally fine. Okay, if you want to use normal map, that also is totally fine. But we need to make everything consistent before we even start blending things. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If not, just let me know. I will simply help you with that. And let's look at Ashraf's doing good stuff. Okay, so current progress, trim sheet 2K by 4K, good, 1 RGB to split, and blue brown color mask, blue color mask, dot mask, unique color. Okay, nice, looking much better. Okay, awesome. Is it what is you blended it really well now? Want to see the wireframe? Nice. How is the trim? Like, may I see the trim also? Yeah, Milan is right. Like, this is too much now. I just tone it down a bit, and also it's like large, and we need to use some other plaster. We can reduce the normal detail. We need to work on the normal detail of this. I want to see how the trim sheet texture is. Like, may I see it? So I know. Oh, it's coming along really well. All the details and everything is there, but it looks CG. So we need to add more details in mesh, maybe in texture, like this damage and everything. We can place decals on top, like these corners and everywhere. Like here at the bottom we have some. How is it this corner one is coming at the base? Is it decal or is it unique? I don't trust you anymore, man. You saying trim sheet is it actual trim sheet or you're using unique texture again? Because this is really blend well. You use the mesh really well. I like it. So I want to see how you're utilizing the textures. The floor is also nice. So slowly but slowly we can work on things and we can blend in the ground and everything. Okay, yeah, that's cool then. Yeah, so if you can control it, but there is sort of feeling is there, like the color is there. We need to add variation in the color, and there is this some patches and everything, but we need to have different, like there is a mirror butterfly effect. I think you are mirroring it, so that's totally fine, but we can reduce it by, you can use array. In Blender, when you use array, you can offset the UVs. So basically it will be from this corner, it will start repeating basically. So it will look less odd than this, at least, if you have tileable textures. And this close up and this look flat, you can add a mesh here. You can add a loop and make it round, at least this one or two segments, add and make it round, otherwise look too flat. And make it, I think it should be more diagonal. Maybe you got it right, and then it will continue in there. So but we need some more segment. Don't worry about the mesh count. It's a hero asset. Yeah, this is, want to see how you manage this. Okay, so you should share the trim shade and wireframe and a little bit more color pop, like more brighter, more darker patches, overall large level. If I show you in the reference, like even your control, see this one like this, you need bright and darker patches, so you get this type of blend. And here's some yellowness also. This you can get with using Butters blend also. So what you can do, you can use the same trim if you want to have more control, just make it more damaged, had the same brown textures and everything, make it for more damage, and then you can blend. Or the second thing is, like, you can have damage, like there is white and there is yellow damage. Okay, it depends how which one you want. So if you want every damage to be a little bit more whitish and yellowish, then you create a unique damage trim. But if you want overall to be have more damage, right, and then just make a tileable plaster with the damage. Okay, what I was feeling, like we could have a tileable texture for the plaster, and then we have normal map for this, or unique one. So basically it's just the color detail and normal detail, but all the surface information is coming from the tileable textures, which you can get. You see this one have more lines, so you have less now. Just watch over it. So if you're not sure, share the textures, and we on the next session we can do it. Okay, which is good. Let's look. Nice. So we haven't looked from a while now. Yes. Nice. Yeah, you added the back ball also, which is good. Nice printer. Nice set work on the table. And yeah, we'll see. Yeah, continue working on the things. And you can add some picture frames or something like that in here also. Here like it will be degree. Just put a degree in there. Okay, don't put picture. Put a degree. That is this. I think it's covering our this supposed to be our detective map. If it's supposed to, or this supposed to be our detective map, or this. Right, so if this is going to be, or this is going to be, this is supposed to be the painting, because there's stuff around. And if you want to make or you can put this detective map in front, because they can sit here and always think about it, because always be visible. And then or this way, because we want to keep a space empty here so they can walk up to it and connect the dots all the time. Yeah, that type of stuff we can do in there. And you have trims in the base, which is good. And yeah, this overall you have prop work is good. Nice, you have blinds in there. Okay, so Vikram said right one is detective map, left one is penny. Right from where? Like if I open, wait. Now this one on the right now, this is the map and this is the painting, because this seems more sense for as a map, because it's have a clean area in front, which is good. And here is a table. It do not make that much sense. And also it's covering it up, so keep in mind the spacing, right? So move it a little bit on left, so we have more space in here, and there are things covering it, so we better make it up. And this is the, like, I think tube light, so it's totally fine. So I think keep the spacing up. And wardrobe is, I need to get this. Yeah, so there is this wardrobe and there is space. You can make it front side facing here. You can put it here and facing toward the this cabinet, so we have a space. You can put the table here, so this is basically better spacing. Or if you're having, just push it toward the end, so we have more space in between here. And also same sofa you can move it to the middle for better spacing and everything. I'm only right. And even this could be, if you want to use this as those same detective map or painting, that area could be used also. So it's, there is space basically. So the spacing of things only we need. There are lights low source coming here. You put in light, reduce the number either if it's good if you want to use the number of okay, left here. Okay, so if you want to use the light source, turn off the shadow for the bunch of them, like in here, like this could be the spotlight, right? And you have on the top, maybe if you don't have, then use the area light for this tube line and add another one on the other side, so our room is full lit. Maybe you don't want to, maybe you want to showcase this better, then we place the lights like that. So do a rough pass of lighting as well, but it's good, coming along really well. You have a bunch of prop work, which is good. And just see the mapping of these things. And if this is not required there, don't add it. We don't need any extra prop. Just you can add those stools, which are a smaller one with some this, like basically this stool you can put in between this wardrobe and this, and you put that on top. If you want to decorate that, is good. But overall, yeah, you have the sense of it, like how you want to do it. You have the trim here. I think you possibly will have on the top also, somewhere on the top trim. And the wall is shiny. Just work on textures, polish it. Overall, try to get it. And the contact shadow, if you can get you somehow in there, will look, everything look contact, right? Yeah, so overall, yeah, good stuff, good stuff. And continue with the things, more spacing, more things. And if you're not sure what to put outside the window, just take any building, a modular building, and put it there, so it seems like it's in the top of the building, and the other, like a building with a fire escape or something like that, just put it there. It's totally fine. Yeah, that's good, that's good. And I think that's we have covered. And let's look at boot campers. Okay, Ujjwal started with some stylized and good stuff, and possibly following the tutorial Ghibli stuff. Nice. Put a GIF. I want to see it swaying, and also this lighting and everything. And which one is your? Is you're making by heart, or you have here is a variation? Mm-hmm. So what we need to do here is following the rule of third. Like imagine if we go by this one, right? See, it's is it's a little bit below than 1/3. Like if we divide this image into 3, right? Now this is like perfectly on this spot, and this is sky is more important. If you look at this also, like sky is more important mostly in most of the images. But here you have tree, this L shape covered, and then landscape is shown here. And so we have to pick if you want to, work on landscape, or this is a good sketch you have. So I would suggest a little bit of spacing. Like if I divide again this to third by third, let me get the pen, I can show you. Let it load up. Yep. So if we divide this, if we keep this big, I know this, let's just divide it only. If I divide this with my rough 3 by 3, this is a really wide shot, so doesn't matter, right? So you see we have 2 lines covering the landscape. That means we are giving more importance to landscape. So now just to make your space better, right, you have this your tree coming in. So if I make this tree peaks here, okay, like around this, like middle peak could be here, like it could be here like that, okay. And if I take like that, and also the tree you have is in on top of this hill, which hill can come like that, okay. So basically, or more lower like that, like that. It's like a diagonal basically. And from here, and here is the tree from this point, and you have basically growing like that. So it will cover up, you can have it like a little bit more left, but at least have it in this area rather than just cropping in the screen, because it's a beautiful tree, right? So something like that. So we have here, but if you extend a little bit here, this side, a little bit this side, this will be the perfect example of that, okay. And yeah, so this is if I turn this off, if I zoom in again, this picture I'm talking about. So if you extend this picture a little bit on the left here, so that means this is here and a little bit more, and then this mountain will show up. So means we have this, and because you have a tree which is falling toward this, so that means our eye will lead to that, basically that peak which we want to showcase in here. Okay, so as per here, see. So because this, you can definitely crop this or move it on this side and showcase this on this side, basically move the whole scene or camera a little bit more toward right. This is common in every game, like even if you see the Breath of the Wild or Last of Us and everything, to pointing out. So like if the player is standing here, I'm gonna go to this first and then gonna look to this first. So that's how we lead the eye of the player, okay. And yeah, the good stuff. And Sudipta's gone. Yeah, Roshan had and we can basically, overall what I feel is we can reduce the noise. I know it is supposed to have noise, but it start to get too noisy and everywhere. We can control it. Like you had in your reference, you have damages, like we have some, we can use decals on, you see here you have these wires placed like that, which is weird. And some damages here and there, like we have damages here with manually, and same for the grass and everything, we can make clusters, right? So it's grass is growing in clusters in the crevices in the corner, like here also we have cracks and damages, and the grass is growing in between. So rather than before putting in the noise and vertex blend, we make this composition of placement of things basically first, okay. and I can see you have trees and everything is good. If you want to focus on single camera, well and good, you can do this. Or you can make more platform, like same platform on the other side also, or just move the camera a little bit so it's covered by this board, right? And then you can look more toward here. So this area is not invisible, so we keep our eyes on this. So either we turn the camera a little bit on the left, or we move it also toward the left, so we have more of this visible there. So in the path going here, and I've tried PCG yesterday, which you can also use for the tracks and putting grass and leaves on top, which is perfect. I would suggest it's really good. Now to scatter things also, like for the debris, and even making this whole thing. So if you're not sure how to make it, just let me know. I will show you how you can make it in PCG. It's really easy and simple, and you can use the same curve to drive bunch of these modular elements you have made. Just check our last few streams, and we have covered it extensively, because I love the amount of damages you had in there. Like this was good enough, like not too much noise. And also the problem with the quixel grass, and if you're using the quixel one, so like too much detail, so we can settle it. No need to use too many grass blades and too many patches. Like it's tall one, it's supposed to be maybe, but if you look at the concept art, we don't have large grass. It's a small grass which is in the patches and the cracks everywhere growing. You can make some ivy which is growing on top of it and then drooping down. I'm totally fine with that, and you can grow it on structures, totally fine. But try to control it, basically what I want to say. Okay. And I have still the link of, nope, I need to copy the link. Just give me a second, guys. I will copy the link of the stream and I'll post it for our friends to look at. So yeah, so if you have any question on anything, just ask in the chat. Okay, and we'll go ahead. So it's still saying upcoming year live. So okay, so yeah, so I'll do the things. So yeah, so this is basically go over it. Like if you're not sure about something, let me know. Will surely help. But let's try to control and make more clustering and composition and everything. And yeah, I know Yasina commented in here, no? Wait. Let me get the chat window. Where is OBS? Here. Okay. Hello, Yusine. Yusine said, like, it's long time no see. Pretty busy with those last few days. No worries, no worries. I hope you had progress. So let's look at your stuff. Yeah. So good. You have this from inside, which is more good. I want to see is the more station, as I said before in here. Just post a video like you have before, right? Share it with the link and here like how it looks, the overall station, and share the reference of this video you have. Like share the video again, and also let's just screen record. No need to render it out. Just screen record and share. Okay, and I will have a look at it, basically how it looks. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it because overall it's nice. You can use resources, but you can hear that, which we did. Pratmesh, how are things? Pratmesh did not come. Pratmesh, how? That's why I'm like, Pratmesh posted the video already, so not. Let's get rid of the blockout foliage assets in place. I will focus on importing them one by one. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. A lot more crispness. Yeah, overall love it. Like this is the previous and reduce this with the more foliage. I would say like this, more sculpting and more things will be much more crisp in there. Like good over stuff, like we have each of the blocks. Yeah, sculpting the details out of each blocks basically, and then we decimate it to get the low poly, and then we can use tileable textures on top. So we'll be totally fine. Like this, like this bevels and everything are like super smooth, right? We can have that variation on each block. Is you can use OCD, one click damage, one click destruction. Basically it's a add-on, so you can simply use that to add damages to it. And even you can use the it's good you're using this tileable texture, is totally fine in here. I believe if you can use like we have shown multiple workflows, uh, put some subdivision and then displace it and then decimate it basically, so you will get some of these poking out and in, that will show up much more better in there once you have finalized the scale, if you're happy with the scale. And other thing you can do is these corners you can use decal trim, like just normal map thing, so to add this damage and everything, or just simply add a cut to add a some simply again decimated version of it, just boolean it, um, uh, and then displace it, decimate it, you will get that naturally basically the connection here. This tiny ones here where it's gonna crop out, so it'll look odd basically when it's there. So either we can use this decal trim, which is this normal map, it's just we put a trim in there and that look like it's there's a damage, but we can also same just use some geometry to fake that detail, like okay there is some damage. Okay, overall good stuff, good stuff. And yeah, this is there. And love this IVs now, it's like much more readable, these IVs. And if you going to use this IV, let's make it like this, these are much more readable. And all these plants, they are like a little bit noisy still. I love this, even there are like a lot of leaves, but I can see the color and the shapes, they are much more easy, like here also much better readable. So if you can get all this also in the, like here it's like super noisy, you cannot, so we don't need to place them a lot, but if we can make them more readable like this. And these are floating for some reason, so if you can place them better, it's good. Less. Okay, good stuff, good stuff, Rosa. And I got my main character finished. Imager, let's look at. Imager can do videoger. Nice, looks cute. Little bit skinning issues, but overall good stuff. How did you rig it? Love the tingling of the tail. Nice, good stuff, good stuff. Oscar. Nice. Anant is gone. Farhan. Okay, Benny. Update. No update. So we'll poke them later on. Already updated. Is an update. So Nippon. Work on the. Yeah, so this is basically, the sky is not even important because we can get the sky from anywhere. And yeah, this is, we're focusing on wrong sides, wrong things. Rodrigo, we have poked already. The good stuff. Edward also. Sami, where are things? But to return. So it's been a month. Let's poke. Things are well. Okay, the other people, they don't update from a long time, so we will not even poke them. Yeah, so these we are done with the things. So let's see how, if someone have any question, we can. Let's see. I'm losing like too many windows I have here and here. Chat and chat. Okay, so yeah, let me know if you guys have any question, you want to ask anything. I'm here. I'm using Melt Studio, which is cool, and have. I will show you next time. I will try to figure out if we can do our. We can somehow arrange the live stream, because I already have planned the live stream and I want to stream on that particular one, and it was not going for 10 minutes. I thought we lost the people. So yeah, that is the thing which we need to figure it out still in there. So I will, once I have found it out, I will check how it is on the on the Kick. It is going well, I can see, and also it is going well on YouTube. I'm using OBS for YouTube, but we'll see. I was not able to do it. But yeah, so if you guys don't have any question, we'll wrap up for today, and I will see you guys on Monday with continuing on the project. So if you don't have anything else for now, so I will take my leave and keep up the good work, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.